Hello, enormous listening world. This the week that heralded an amazing new departure in Ugandan entertainment, namely the production of the amazing cinematographic film. It item what about to wipe the floor with the crumbling Hollywood. It's spelling the end of the line for the Charlie Chaplins and the Errol Finn. The only problem is the publicity. Don't matter a pig's burp if you ain't got the script or the loot or the box brownie with the zoom lens, provided the leading lady having it away with the leading man, and now really the wonder dog sticking the paw in the wet concrete outside McGorman's Chinese restaurant and takeaway. What we kicking off with is the giant spectacular. I'm gonna be the new Celia B.D. Mill rolled into one, with a touch of the spine-chilling Alfred Bullock suspenders. This the rough outline of the plot. The screen rises, revealing the American Civil War, in which I taken the part of Rat the Butler, walking about with the 10-gallon hat and the smile playing about the lips and dropping a number of the minor characters with the Colt 45. Then we go into the famous chariot race. First, Charlton Heston in the lead, then Queen's Park Rangers, then Mickey the Mouse, Yogi Duck, Goofy the Foreign Minister, the Andrew Sisters, but suddenly I coming up on the outside and crashing to the winning post by the head. The scene switching to the South Pole, where I wait in with the hot bovril for Captain Scott, played by the famous brother-in-law Nagaga Mibibi. Now it's time for the comedy, and I coming on with the baggy pants and twirling the cane and eating the shoe. This taking the plot naturally into the sequence, where I suddenly falling down in the high street at the peak of the cello-playing career, on account of I got the unknown wasting disease what baffling wart specialist the world over. This mean I have to pack up scraping up and down the old cat's nuts, taking to the bed, and finally snuffing it, with a lot of the big-name stars slobbering all over the quilt and the full treatment from the Entebbe Public Hygiene Department tin band whacking out the ever-popular funeral march. Course, it a well-known fact you can't have the lead star kicking the jam jar after only 4 hours of the film. So now we flashing across to the gloomy Hotel Frankenstein. And before we knowing it, there's this great big bolt of lightning what's striking this atom under a sheet, and wow, who this but Idi Amin again? Only this time he got the bolt in the neck and the stitching all over the world-famous bonds. With one bound, he come leaping off the operating table and start lurching about the room, smashing the light fittings and eating the glass jars with the pickled brains inside. Gonna scare the audience witless. Also good to have a bit of realism. Got the intermission at this point, for the wires circulating among the audience, making a few bob on the lollies. Then back on the screen, what we finding but the ever-popular Battle of Britain. And here come one of the few, the young golden-haired wing commander Idi Amin Esquire, DFC and 9 bars, zooming about on the 2 tin feet and knocking the Messerschmitts out of the sky like teeth out of the Asian brothers. Unfortunately, the old spit getting pranked at this point, i.e. one of the wings falling off over the old folks' stone, and I winding up in the Jap concentrating camp due to the strong headwinds. But I escaping by digging a tunnel under the River Kwai, swimming to the nearby Broadway to change the entire history of the film musical with the revolutionary Amin Get Your Revolver, LPs on sale in the foyer. Well, that the natural end, and everyone going out humming and dancing and weeping and saying, wow, that Idi Amin, he looking like the new King Kong.